Hey JD, welcome to my channel. That's me being JD, not you, okay? So today I'm going to finish the work on this particular movement here. It's a very nice movement. So it looks like the balance staff has worked very well. With regard to flattening the balance, it looks pretty damn flat right now. So I'm going to put the hairspring back on and see if I can get this thing running. And if I can, great. If I can't, okay, gonna work at it a bit more. So we'll see. So thanks for watching. Thanks for all the comments, by the way, in the last run of comments that you guys made. I take all this advice to heart, by the way. I've listened to everybody's comments. I listened to some of the guys out there are probably way better watchmakers than I am. And I listen to all of their advice, and please log in to my channel so you too can listen to their advice as well, because there's some very smart watchmakers out there that have got excellent advice on what to do and what not to do. So one of the pieces of advice I got was not to automatically try to poise the balance. If it's factory poised, why would you do it? I totally agree with that. I wouldn't be poising the balance unless this thing was way out of spec when I'm actually testing it. So then I would perhaps consider poising the balance. I've done it before where I've had to deal with a watch that some other watchmaker was working on, and maybe they were removing weight from the screws, or they were adding washers to it or something that caused it to not run correctly. So I've done that before, and this is where I've gotten a watch that's just another Franken watch. So I get those occasionally. People will send me a watch and go, hey, can you clean my watch? It's not too bad, and da-da-da, and I receive the watch and it's a piece of crap. So and then I'm like, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? So I got about another month before I take the summer off and retire, which means I'll be able to do a lot more watch work. I'm not going to be at the cottage all the time. So I'll be able to dig into the watch work. Go ahead, make my day. My God, I gotta stop these lame impersonations. So let's get the this bugger back working again, and let's get the hairspring back on. All right. So the first thing I need to do to get this hairspring on is take this off. As somebody said, I think it's Marcel out there, Marcellus, if I get the name right, please write me and tell me how to pronounce your name, sir. The first, what I need to do here, oh, I forgot what he said. I forgot what he said. He said, smarten up. Oh yeah, he said, don't put the roller table onto the watch prior to doing the work on the watch. I'm going to put my glove on today, by the way. It's glove worthy. So don't put the roller table back onto the watch and just let the balance spin in position so you can make sure it actually works after you've installed it. Well, that's what I normally do, actually, but for some silly reason I didn't do it this time. For some stupid reason I did not do that, and I can't remember why, but I think I was in a bit of a rush to get things done, and that rush might have caused me to not do that. So there. So that is, I should have done it, but anyway. There is the balance. The hairspring has got to go on this side. And if you look really carefully at this, you can see a red mark. Look at that red mark. That's where the hairspring is aligning. And the funny part is the hairspring is aligned. It's on the same side as the impulse jewel. So there. Anyway, I think I added just a tad of liquid shellac on the top of that impulse jewel too when I repaired this watch. I recall doing that. You guys can look up my video, see if I'm lying or not, but I do recall doing that. So we'll just put this on the block for now, and I've got to get the staking set out because I want to use a staking set to put that hairspring back on. I do have a different staking set than the one you keep seeing me use, the Marshall. I have a very, very high-end staking set, and I think it's the biggest or the best one you can purchase, as a matter of fact. So, but I don't like to use that too often. So there we go. Now what should I do here? I could likely push this on without any problem by just dropping this down into a slot and then pushing it down. That might just do. I could also put it onto a stake. It was on a stake before, and then use that to push this on, if I could remember which stake it was. So I think it was this stake. And the reason I'm doing this is so that I have the least amount of pressure when I push down on this. So it will limit the amount of pressure I have to put down on the. As I push this down, it would be pushing the balance staff down as well. So I'm just going to see if I can sit this down ever so lightly onto this stake. Oh. Grab it and then let it go. Oh my God. Is that going to stay on? I don't think it is. Oh, there we go. So now it's just sitting there, and the safety roller is actually sitting there. So now I can put the balance, the hairspring back on, and not worry about the pressure on the thingamajabby doohickey. So, although this is probably not ideal, let me see if it's doable. Not ideal, yet doable. So grab the balance spring here, the hairspring. There we go. And now I just have to kind of nudge it over. Trying to be super steady here, so I don't know if this is a smart thing to do. I have been known to do stupid things in the past, but just going to pick it up and align it. This is getting frustrating. Now, of course, if you get really frustrated, just get the darn bench block out and align it properly. Right? Just drop this thing down on the bench block ever so carefully. And find the right size hole. Should fit there. Like that. So now I got it nicely controlled, dropped down nicely. And now I can just put the screwdriver in and twist it so I can line that stud up. I think right about a boot. Right about there. Right about there. And then I can take a big mouth steak. It's this type of steak my wife likes to eat as a carnivore. That's way too big. Grab a smaller mouth steak here. I'm being silly here. Let's see if this one's not ridiculously big. I just want to press it down just a bit so I know it's in place. So there, it's pressed down just a bit. I could just press the damn thing down, right? And get it over with. What do you think? Should I just press the damn thing down and get it over with? Or should I put it back into the staking set and do it properly? And I'll just try putting it back into the staking set. Nice and easy. I think I can use the same stake here to press it down, right? So I don't know, like I'm just concerned. I'm concerned that the pressure going down on the actual pivot, not the pivot, there's pressure going down on the balance staff will cause it to shake loose somehow. They're riveted in balance. Yeah, that didn't work at all. You know what? This is stupid. This could be the dumbest thing I've ever done here. Second dumbest thing I've ever done. Let me look at this again and see whether I want to do this way. Maybe I put a bigger stake in there. What do you think? Let me see. Look at the size of this bugger. Yeah, that's a little bit bigger. Let me put the bigger stake in there and I don't have to worry about the balancing of it so much. Let's get this one in here. The other thing I can do is use a stump. This is what you'd typically use. I'm not sure if I have a stump that's the right size though. So let's go stump hunting. I'm going to go stump hunting for a second to see if I can find the right size stump, because this is kind of stupid. Alright. So I found the right size. I found a stump. I'm just going to see if this interferes at all with anything. No, this stump will work fine. This stump is the stump of all stumps. It'll work just fine. So I get the staking set out again, put the stump down, and then I can align this. This is a lot easier. And the reason it's easier is because the stump will be absolutely aligned. Secondly, the balance has got a lot to rest on with the stump, so I don't have to worry about it falling off sideways or something, right? Grab this balance. My God, finicky. And I got to get up close here so I can put that down here and not crush anything. There we go. That's in nicely. And now pick the stake I had before. It was a bit bigger. It allowed me to push down on the collet. Done. I should have done that in the first place. Sorry about that. Now, I've seen someone do this before with these kind of watch movements, where you basically install the, make sure that I got the pallet fork on the right side to start off with. Just move that over and it snapped into position. Alright, I gotta put this in now with the pallet fork on the correct side. So just put it down like this. And then I need to put the balance cock down very lightly. Just drop it in place, and the concept here is that I'll be able to put the the spring into position. Just have to get it up to the outside of the pallet fork. Kind of like that. I'm not sure if this will work or not, but I'll just drop that down like this. There we go. So that kind of is in position there. And then I grab the stud and just bring it over, if that actually works. I'm not sure if that'll work. I saw some people do this before, but who knows it'll work. There, the stud is currently in position now. And then I just have to tighten the screws on top very carefully. I just have to make sure that balance is kind of free, so I'm not going to cause a problem here. And I'm going to grab a needle and just push that stud in a little further. I may have to push it in after I tighten this just a tad. That's just a tad. I tightened it just a tad. And then I take this and then push it in ever so slightly. Now I gotta loosen it a tad. There we go. Now it's tightened. So it's tightened a little tiny bit. I just have to make sure that the balance is free. In fact, it's on the wrong side. It's on the wrong side. But the good news is I've got the stud in there. So if I tighten that stud up just a tad more, right, then I'm not worried about it flinging out, and I can take the balance out. Use the right screwdriver. Oh my God. It's pretty good right there. And then I want to just pick this up here, and then I got to get it to the correct side here. So that was the wrong side. Now when I pick this up, it should pick the balance up as well. And then it's on this side, so I've got to go like this, and then drop it down, and then curl it over by, I shouldn't be up so close, by the way, because I should be a little bit further away than this. That way I'm not concerned with, seems to be popping around here. I'm not sure if that's supposed to do that. Still on the wrong side. I'm going to have to see if I can fix that. Alright, show you all my failures here. And now it's on the other side, so I got to grab this and then place it on this side and move it around. But I'm up way too close. Just steady the balance a bit, like this. I think it's pretty good there. And then move that into place, and then just rotate the watch. These full plate watches are fun. And when I say fun, I mean difficult. When I say difficult, I mean fun. Now, did that go off to the other side again? Yes, it did. Oh my God. Oh my God, somebody help me here. Which side is it on now? No, it's on this side. Trying to make sure it's loose enough to do its thing. Let me look at the hairspring to make sure I'm not caught up here at all. I think I'm good. It wants to turn, folks. I think I need to put the screw in here and screw that down a bit, because I think it wants to turn. So let me do that. So all it needed was one little turn. And there you go, ticking away. And because I'm paranoid here, let me see how that works sideways. I don't have it tightened completely yet, but check it out upside down, and I do have very good movement on that upside down, and then movement on it right side up. And I think we have success, folks. I think we have success. There we go. It's running. That's going to be my video for today. So we got it running. I'm going to just take a quick slow-mo of it and see what kind of amplitude I'm getting. I like to see the amplitude. And this is the best way of doing it as far as I'm concerned, because you don't have to do any math on this. You just have to look at it and look where the edges are and see that red dot where it is, and see with the slow-mo, what do I got going here. One, and not bad, almost 360. It'll work itself in, so it's not too bad. Yeah, that's 360 now. That's a little over. So, and that's not with a full wind, so that should be pretty good. So that's it. So JD again, so thanks for watching my channel. There we go. This old watch is now ticking. It's ticking again. I just love it. I just love to see it tick. And I'm going to have a look at it and see what the timing is on this, and hopefully it's good. Otherwise I've got to just twist that stud, twist the collet again just a bit if the timing is off. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. I'm praying right now. So thanks a lot for watching this video. I'm going to post this up again. It's a little tiny bit of an adventure. I'm not going to bother doing the recasing and everything in the video, because this is the hard part that you just saw.